A new tournament format is upon us as we dive into Speed Gaming Live 2025. SGL's format is analogous to Standard, where the end goal is to defeat Ganon. The difference in these settings are which dungeon rewards we will be aiming for. To gain access to Ganon's castle, you will first need to collect all 3 spiritual stones, while the Ganon's boss key will be locked to getting the spirit and shadow medallions. Thus, you are required to locate all the necessary items to complete the 5 dungeons holding these dungeon rewards, as well as the tools to defeat Ganon. How will we fare in this tournament? Tune in to find out. Alrighty. Now I just wait until we're actually live, and then we will be jumping into this. So again, unfortunately, we are probably out, just barely missing the cut. And we can blame that to not picking up 10 skulls earlier than we should have in one of our other races. And that, you know, that is the razor thin edge that we play on. A lot of good people who play Ocarina of Time Randomizer, so it will never be a perfect jump for us. We will have to be very, very perfect. Let us, though, go ahead and jump in, and let's see what we start out with in this seed. Sunsong Cringe. But the rest should be all fine. And start out the gate. Gotta do our best. Gotta perform at, like, the top of this group. And maybe we don't get there, but I mean, this is our last chance to be able to do it. Do not think we have the time on Thursday or Tuesday to be able to play it, because we will be at Pottery, which means whatever happens, happens from there on out. But if we put ourselves in as good of a position as we can at this point, all we can do is our best. Also, if we're in a position, I think, if we're closer, like we're currently at 35, we get up to like 33, 34. If somebody decides they don't want to play in it, they might bump us in. But so, we also have to protect our current stand. Last potential SGL qualifier. Let's hope that we can get that dub. Really need it. Really need it. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, what do we get to skip? Water skip, always good. DC is one of our deads, as well as Shadow is potentially one of our deads. That's good. Jabu, on the wrong way for Jabu, and then Forest, wrong way for Forest too. Then we've got Deku. We've got Spirit. And then we've got Fire. Okay. Pretty good start. Spending 30 seconds having to get my thing filled out really does suck, but I'm not good enough to remember that and do my movement. Alright, what's dead this seed? Hyrule Castle. Castle, Forest, Lost Woods. Castle, Forest, Lost Woods, Fortress. Not a great set of what's barren, but doing Forest quickly is really nice. I can maybe save that for finding hover boots randomly somewhere, and I can fast forest it. Obviously, it would have to be online of what we're doing, but there is no priority to get Forest done right away. I can save it till the end and potentially get a good start. I would like to not have to go to Graveyard, but really is going to be dictated by what is actually the outcome of the windmill. If we get ZL, it's an auto go to the Graveyard. If it's not, then we'll go to Child way quicker. Zora Tunic, PlayStation sound for getting my item. It's not what I need today. Alright, dead. Skull Mask, dead. Gotta play great, gotta play great. Messing up insanely hard early. Bolero, okay, we can end off our run at doing Bolero to get the song. Loving every minute of it, Jerry. Sometimes it be that way. 20 is a Deku stick. 30 is the Megaton Hammer. We will be farming skulls today, it looks like. Alright, just gotta be good on that. Lost Woods being barren is actually kind of good. I'm trying to like think of that. Like, there's not a lot of bullshit that we have to do in Lost Woods, thankfully. Nice. Goron City is Baronade. Wallet. Oh, it's not terrible. Bombchu Bowling is dead. Baronade. Awesome. Sarias. Not bad. That's great. Lost Woods is dead, but this is good for me killing skulls, basically. Two. I am going to get the hint out here. Save and quit, actually. I like that. Big Poe dead. Heart. Ice Cavern is Rova. Okay. Not good. Definitely am feeling that it's going to be all dungeons, so I think I will go and clear DC ASAP. No reason not to. Crater is Vol. Trying to define the significance of that. We got Sarias there. We know that in the wall is nothing. Definitely can't check on top of the whole structure because I'm bad. And here we get Nocturne. Nocturne's actually fantastic. Oh, Nocturne does a lot for my mental. There we go. Totally will take BGS. That was worth a retry. Up to 7. I would do Sunsong routing, but the way I played Sunsong out there allows me to do Dampe digging in Graveyard when I go there after this, so I am wanting to wait. I feel like this has had something every time I've been here recently. Magic's famous. There is Zia. Crater is Volve again. Zia from Sarias. That does open up Goron City for Child to do exactly Darunia's Joy. I feel like doing that just raw is a mistake, so we won't, but good to keep in mind. Is still dead. I think that is now a go to Graveyard. Full clear what we can there, which is everything now. The biggest, obviously, stopgap is going to be Dampe Race as an adult. Serenade. Okay, we're getting good movement at least. Thank you. Big boy. This is another one that I feel like has always had a big item. Havoc Hoveys. At least we get to do Forest very, very quickly. But that actually might be it, which is really not good, which means Shadow. Alright, up to 12. Bunch more to do, but we are in a good start. Also, if I find a bottle, I can immediately do, what's it called? So yeah, it's definitely, we've got some nighttime market stuff, which I'll prep for before going into Goron City. But I want to go into Goron City. I want to open up that shortcut. That shortcut's going to be really nice both ways. And I can do that as a child. Top of DC has something that's also kind of fire. It does have Rudo's letter, so that is a bottle. Finding a way to actually use that bottle, though, is going to be a little annoying. Yeah, that's what I felt. Awesome. Getting this as a child, though, feels really good in comparison. So now I want to go to... got a skull right here in market area, which we will go and touch. Also need to do treasure chest mini game. Unlucky, dude. Alright, got a skull on the outskirts I gotta go get, and then it's back to being an adult, I think. There's open grotto. I can go and do that really quick. Fastest way to do that is actually via my child spawn. Give me my Kokiri sword. Oh, shit. That's wild. Definitely could be a bottle, but I mean, the bottle's good enough for me to go break into Ice Cavern. That's where I'm going right now with my bottle, but it's not going to be the fastest, but this is actually going to work out pretty nicely. So figure out we can get on top of the volcano now that we have hover boots. Maybe that's what it is. Ah, Epona's song is pretty good. I know Ice Cavern is part of the path, so I'm going there first, but I understand. You have to use Epona's to go and cross the wasteland, because we have all the logic to do that. All the logic is there for us to cross the wasteland. Once we have crossed the wasteland, we get Song of Storms out in the desert, and then there's going to be a bunch of shit in there. That is crazy. Main reason I'm doing this first is because I'm close as I'll ever be, and close as I ever want to be fair. And if I get something like bombs or even bow in the whatchamacallit, Ice Cavern, I would very much appreciate having that going into GTG, because again, we'll have to get GTG done before having to do any other bullshit. Because I keep missing this, just nothing moves over. Bomb chews are very good. Ice Cavern's going to be fully cleared. We've got nothing so far, but I think that this is going to be something pretty big. Song of Storms here would be kind of wild. I'd love to see it. Yeah. Okay. Easily can get up to 30 skulls now. That part's really exciting. I may just, if I can find strength and a bow on my way to do other things, then I may actually, and it's really good. Really good. Yep, if this is Iron Boots, I'm gonna be pissed. Like, that's the only thing this could be that would make me upset. Okay, it is that. Yep. Okay. Yeah, that is just confirmation of it. Wasteland's still dead. Alright, I have an idea. Okay, so I am going to cross the wasteland. I am going to do all the bullshit that I need to do leading up to it. But We're going to put a Furora's Wind in there. I don't need Furora's Wind anywhere else. There's obviously places it would be convenient. But we don't need it anywhere else. I will make it nighttime again if I don't get there in time, but shouldn't. That was the most painful thing ever. Literally making contact with the skull right as it vanished. Is there any reason to go out? No. Let's just get started doing this. Anything else that we need item-wise for this dungeon? I literally don't think it's anything. We will have to do some weird bomb chew shit for the pots and stuff, but like, this is as good as it's gonna get. Get these stupid, annoying dungeons done ASAP so that we can start actually progressing through the shit that we have to do. It's going to be annoying. It's going to be hella frustrating to have to deal with, like, doing this whole dungeon without, whatchamacallit, without a bomb bag, without a bow, all those types of things. But it is going to get done. I'm going to look at a couple of quick things here to help me get through this. There we go. Kind of risky, but we got there. So the routing here is going to look a little weird, but I need you guys to trust me. That's crazy. That is crazy if that is part of our logic. Tacos is dead. Already did that. That is... Is that not? We got Child Goron City too, though. It's not. Okay. Probably has to just be Child Goron City then, if it's not the maze at all. The maze could be the bow, to be fair. I will put the bow on there. On our way, we'll do Cax Shooting Gallery, is what it is. I think, though, this is a GTG need, the bow specifically. Though I'm waiting until I can get Song of Time in the Wasteland and Reverse Wasteland to go do it. Okay. So now I want to do Child Goron City because I can with the Chews, as well as Deku Tree, but the first thing we do is go to the Spirit area and see if that'll get it to us. That's a part. I just realized I haven't checked the wall as well. That's so annoying. There is Requiem. Deku Shield up top. Skull Mask's still dead. Get Song of Time, and then we'll go and do GTG. Yeah, the only stuff that's unaccounted for is Strength. I think that's it. Light Arrows, obviously, as well, but we'll hit that bridge when we get there. That's great. That's probably our logic, though, which would mean... I'm trying to think, our Boomerang's gotta be in a weird spot. Couple of big chests in there. And that might be the first logical bow. Goron tunic. Okay, that's good for fire area. Not needed, but good. And there are the iron boots. Okay. Just dispel, put here. I think we go back to being a child. We do Child Spirit. I need to do Child Goron City into Deku Tree. Yes! I called it, dude! That does not fill me with joy. Hey. Good. Finally, something good. Drop this in the bucket. Final frog's dead. Hold on. Don't be stupid. Go beat Jabu, pick up our last skull while we're in there as well. Then it's Forest Fire. Deku, I mean, like, we're so behind. Completely blundered this, and nobody to blame but myself, but God, whatever the result, we finish it out. We see where we end up. And 30. I know it's 2 hours and 14 minutes in, but we beat our first dungeon that we actually had to fucking beat. I know we beat 2 other dungeons, but we didn't have to beat those 2. Yeah, so it's strength from go mode is what I'm looking at. Got another forfeit. Gonna pick up our hammer. Gonna go beat fire, then forest. There's our hammer. Now we do fire. We got our strength behind a bow, and our bows were kind of deep. So this could honestly be just a bomb bag in here. That is 1000% a possibility. But in the small chance that it's not, and that it is another strength, we put ourselves into go mode. The other thing that's really tripping me up is nothing else is in either of these 2 locations. Then that would also mean that our Saria song, and it is, Saria song is part of the path, which is telling me that it is bomb bag and SFM maybe? We'll check that on our way up that way, but that's like the only thing that makes sense, honest to God. A lot of random one-off spots that could be happening, but I'm sticking to dungeon progression at the moment. Everything else is just extra. Oh, big boy here. Fire arrows? I need to be better at looking at things that make way more sense to beat at. Because I see what it is now. You needed your hover boots to get a Ponus song to cross over the bridge and valley, and then to get the item that's there, which is probably like a strength or a Kokiri sword. Probably is just Kokiri sword, though. This should be a key. Did I did miscount keys. Okay. It's fine. Strength 2. For real this time. If this is Kokiri sword, we beat Spirit, go back to Child, beat Deku, go back to Adult, go set Furora's Wind inside of Ganon's castle, and then speedrun Forest, which we're able to do. No, it was not. Oh, but beating this gets you strength 2, and this might be Kokiri sword. That would make sense. Yep, there's good. Alrighty. Let's speedrun this now. Depending on how quick we can do this, we'll probably be done in 15 minutes, which... Other side for the key. That would put us at about 30-ish minutes behind first place. I don't think that's good enough. It definitely will not let us qualify, I will tell you that. The concern is that it could be bad enough that it'll drop us as well. I've already dropped the 46th. Jesus Christ. Unbelievable. That's insane to me, man. Is Deku done? I just shouldn't have fallen for the bait, man. At all. Like, at all. Big boy. And done. All right. Dog hair just went in my mouth. So that is all dungeons in 3:15. Like, cool. That feels good, at least. Like, literally, we are currently locked out by the fact that we had to do, what is that called? That we did Shadow and Dodongo's Cavern. I think literally neither of those had anything important in them. But yeah, this is really, really gonna be awesome. I don't know if we get a spoiler log, but I would be hella interested in what the lore is of this scene. Because again, the first and only bomb bag I got was in GTG, which was locked behind and needing a bow. So a million things that I'm confused about of what is what, but... One cycle there is really good. Yeah, sub 315 all dungeons. I mean, like, and 30 skulls. Also got to throw that in. What do you... If you take out my shadow, which was probably about a 20-minute endeavor, we're still awful, but, like, desperately want a spoiler log for this, but I don't know if we'll have one. Yep, playing one more has knocked my score down from, like, an 83 to a 79. 83, though, would have still only been good for, like, 38th. So, I mean, like, what are you gonna do? Can we improve the time anymore? Can we greed? Surely we can greed this out a little bit more, guys, right? So if I get in... Let's say I got a 90. And I get that, and I divide that by 5. We'll be an 81. We can improve our score incrementally, but we are just not close to getting top 32 anymore. I don't think we ever were, to be fair. Like, looking at where top 32 is, the points that you need is, like, 90. And I wasn't there. Yeah, we have a 90, a 50, or 75, a 59, and then 84. So, if our 75 would have been, like, 85, maybe it would have held. I don't know. We're just not there. It is what it is. So, I had fun playing it. It was a very fun format. Definitely enjoyable. Just the unfortunate part is that, you know, there's like 2 seeds where we just did really, really bad on certain things. And lo and behold, that's the end for us. So, oh well. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this series of SGL Standard, we might do some more standard of these types here and there. I very much have enjoyed it, but for now, we're done with it. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you liked, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all the cool YouTube stuff that helps us grow as a creator, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you then. Goodbye. Thanks for watching, gamers. Bye-bye. Have a good night.